Ever thought about where your old mobile phone or laptop ends up after you discard it? In our ever-evolving digital age, technology is advancing at a breathtaking pace. New models of phones, laptops, and other electronic gadgets are being released every few months, rendering their predecessors obsolete. But have you ever stopped to think about what happens to these outdated devices? They become part of a growing problem we call electronic waste, or e-waste. E-waste encompasses all discarded electronic devices, from your grandmother's old transistor radio to your last year's smartphone. And as technology continues to surge ahead, the pile of e-waste is growing at an alarming rate. But what's the big deal about a few old devices, you might ask? Well, the issue is far more complex than it appears. When not properly disposed of, these electronic devices can cause significant environmental damage. Many of these devices contain harmful substances such as lead, mercury, and cadmium. When these are dumped in landfills, they can leak out, contaminating the soil around them. Over time, these toxic substances can seep into groundwater, polluting our water sources. The implications of this are far-reaching, affecting both our environment and our health. And it's not just about the soil and water. Electronic waste also contributes to air pollution. When e-waste is burned, it releases toxic fumes into the air, exacerbating the problem of air pollution and contributing to the global climate crisis. Moreover, the improper handling of e-waste can also pose serious health risks. Workers involved in the informal processing of e-waste are often exposed to hazardous substances, leading to a host of health issues, including respiratory problems, skin diseases, and even neurological damage. So, we find ourselves at a crossroads. On one side, we have the relentless march of technology, constantly pushing us towards the new and the advanced. On the other, we have the burgeoning pile of discarded devices, silently wreaking havoc on our environment and our health. So, what can we do about this growing pile of electronic waste? The answer lies in tech recycling. Tech recycling sounds complicated, right? Well, it's simpler than you think. Picture this: a world where our old, unused tech doesn't just gather dust in drawers, but instead embarks on a three-step journey to a new life. It's not science fiction, it's tech recycling, and it's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Step 1: collection. This is where our journey begins. Whether it's an old phone, a forgotten tablet, or a laptop that's seen better days, these devices are collected and sent off to start their new life. You see, instead of being discarded and contributing to the growing mountain of e-waste, these tech artifacts are given a second chance. Step 2: processing. Now this is where the magic happens. Our collected tech is transported to facilities where it's carefully taken apart. Each component is treated with the respect it deserves. Precious metals are extracted, hazardous materials are safely disposed of, and reusable parts are separated. It's like an intricate dance where every move is calculated to minimize waste and maximize resource recovery. And finally, step 3: preparation for reuse. Here, the reusable parts are given a makeover. They're cleaned, tested, and repurposed. These components, once part of an old device, are now ready to be part of something new. It's a testament to the saying, "Old is gold." Each step of this process plays a vital role in cutting down the environmental impact of e-waste. By recycling our tech, we don't just give these devices a new lease on life, but we also contribute to a more sustainable future. Imagine a world where every piece of tech is valued, not for its latest features or brand, but for the resources it holds within. A world where our old devices are not seen as waste, but as opportunities for reuse and recycling. By recycling our tech, we not only reduce e-waste, but we also conserve natural resources and reduce the energy needed to produce new electronic devices. Now, you might be wondering, why go through all this trouble to recycle old tech? Well, let's dive into the myriad benefits that tech recycling has to offer. First and foremost, tech recycling plays a crucial role in conserving our natural resources. When we recycle our old electronics, we are essentially extracting valuable materials like gold, silver, copper, and palladium that can be used to manufacture new products. This drastically reduces the need to mine for fresh minerals, thereby preserving our natural landscapes and biodiversity. But the benefits of tech recycling don't just stop at conservation. It also plays a pivotal role in combating climate change. You see, manufacturing new electronics is a process that requires a lot of energy, most of which is derived from fossil fuels. This results in a significant amount of greenhouse gas emissions. However, when we recycle old tech, we can reuse those materials, dramatically reducing the energy needed for production. and in turn, lowering our carbon footprint. Now let's talk about the economy. When we throw away our old electronics, we are essentially tossing out valuable materials. However, by choosing to recycle, we can salvage these materials and put them back into the economic cycle. This not only reduces the cost of producing new electronics, but also creates jobs in the recycling industry. It's a win-win situation. Furthermore, tech recycling provides a sustainable solution to the ever-growing demand for electronics. By reusing the materials from our old devices, we are ensuring the availability of high-quality resources for future production. This way, we can continue to enjoy our gadgets without compromising our planet's health. So there you have it. Tech recycling is not just an environmentally friendly practice, but it also contributes significantly to the economy. It serves as a testament to the fact that sustainability and progress can indeed go hand in hand. So, tech recycling is not just good for the environment, it's also good for the economy. So, how can you play a part in this tech recycling revolution? Well, first off, it's crucial to properly dispose of your old electronics. Rather than tossing them in the trash or letting them collect dust in your garage, take them to a certified e-waste recycling center. These centers are equipped with the right technology and expertise to safely dismantle and recycle various components of your devices. They ensure that harmful substances are handled appropriately and that valuable materials are recovered and repurposed. Then there's the option of buying refurbished electronics. These are used devices that have been restored to their prime condition by professionals. They function just as well as new ones, but at a fraction of the cost. Plus, by choosing refurbished, you're extending the life of a device and reducing the demand for new ones, which in turn reduces the need for mining precious metals and the associated environmental impact. There's also a need for a broader change in our perception and behavior towards e-waste. This is where you can step up and advocate for responsible e-waste management. Use your voice to raise awareness about the importance of tech recycling, whether it's through social media, community gatherings, or even casual conversations with friends and family. You could also consider supporting companies that prioritize sustainability. Look for those who are transparent about their manufacturing and disposal processes, offer take-back programs, and are committed to reducing their environmental footprint. By doing this, you're not only supporting their efforts, but also sending a message to the industry that consumers care about the environment and expect companies to do the same. Finally, remember that even the smallest steps count. Perhaps you could start by organizing a tech recycling drive in your neighborhood or office, or by teaching your kids about the importance of e-waste recycling. In this tech-driven world, we all have a role to play in managing e-waste responsibly. It's not just about protecting the environment, but also about creating a sustainable future for generations to come. Remember, every single device you recycle makes a difference. So, let's sum up what we've learned about tech recycling. It all starts with understanding the problem, which is e-waste. Our world is rapidly evolving with technology, and with this comes an enormous wave of electronic waste that is not just a nuisance, but a threat to our environment. From toxic elements seeping into our soil and water to the wastage of precious resources, the repercussions of not managing our e-waste are severe. Then we moved on to the solution: the art of tech recycling. It's an intricate process that involves the careful dismantling of electronic devices, the extraction of valuable components, and the safe disposal of hazardous materials. It's a dance of sorts between humans and machines to make the most out of what we have and reduce the strain on our planet's resources. We then delved into the benefits of tech recycling. It's not just about saving the environment, but also about economic gain. By extracting and reusing valuable materials from our old devices, we can reduce the demand for new materials and create jobs in the process. It's a win-win for the planet and its inhabitants. And most importantly, we discussed how you can make a difference. By choosing to recycle your old tech, you're not just throwing away an old device, you're giving it a new lease on life. You're contributing to a greener planet, a thriving economy, and a sustainable future. The power lies with each of us. Every piece of electronic we choose to recycle is a step towards a healthier, more sustainable world. It's about making conscious choices, about understanding the impact of our actions, and about taking responsibility for the footprint we leave behind. By embracing the art of tech recycling, we can all play a part in creating a more sustainable future for our planet. The next time you're about to discard an old electronic device, think about the impact it could have. Choose to recycle. Choose to make a difference.